Braincake is a delicious, sweet nourishment created by combining two or more brains.
We're back.
Are we?
Yeah, I guess.
Back again?
I never left. I was always here.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Well, Brock never leaves.
He just sits here in the studio. And
right here I exist.
I bring him dog food and stuff. And he really likes it. He really enjoys it. He's very...
Really, especially the green little bits.
I mean, he has a leisure room. He mostly stays in here, but he does have a boiler room where he has, like, board games and stuff that he can play with himself.
Yeah.
That's what he has the most fun doing, really.
It really... You know, the growth that I have seen in you, James, since I bought you Connect 4.
Hey.
And you just sit in here and you play it yourself. I watch it on the security cameras.
It's my new favorite. I still haven't won yet.
I find it incredible how you always stalemate yourself in checkers.
Yeah.
In checkers?
Yeah, in checkers. You always stalemate yourself even though you're playing on both teams. How do you do that?
Because the guy I'm playing is just as good as me.
You've never... That's true. You've never resolved a game. It's always been a draw.
No, we're evenly matched.
Yeah. What do you guys think of board games? Like, are they obsolete now? Did kids even play board games anymore?
I don't think so. I think there's a special thing about them, just the same way as there's like couch co-op multiplayer.
Yeah, definitely.
There's always going to be a contingency for it.
Yeah.
Like, it's always going to be there. I don't think they're obsolete. I still think they're just as popular as they were.
Cards Against Humanity is a great example.
Yeah. I mean, like, party games will never wane.
Yeah.
Like, they will always be there, I think.
And it's just goofy shit written on cards. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, there's no real object. It's just like...
Yeah.
Put the dumbest shit together imaginable.
Yeah.
But you have your other games like Sorry or something.
I've never played Sorry, I don't think. I think that's the one board game that I've not really...
I enjoy Sorry.
Is it Trouble I'm thinking about with the pop?
That's Sorry.
Sorry is the one with the
Sorry is
popper?
the one with the popper in the middle of it.
I think Trouble has a popper too. Maybe.
I don't know.
Don't Wake Daddy had a mean, grumbly daddy in the middle.
Oh, shit.
I think that's just you're misremembering some stuff about...
No!
It's okay if things happen, Jim.
Quit gaslighting me. This is real. Damn it. I promise this is real. Hey,
it's not real.
Damn it, is it? Fuck you, man.
It's not real, man.
Don't Wake Daddy is a really suspect title, honestly.
Jigsaw could say it, and it would probably sound much more perverse. Don't Wake Daddy.
He's a big fan of board games.
Yeah, Jigsaw. Yeah, what if the one time that just every now and then he actually just wants to play Monopoly or something?
Monopoly.
That's what happened. No one would ever play Monopoly with him. And that's all he wanted.
Yeah.
Wants to play Monopoly.
He just wants to play a game.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody was like, no, nerd.
What happens, I think I just figured it out. He says, do you want to play a game? They're in this terrifying situation. They freak out. They don't say, yes, I'd like to play a game.
And that's just his house.
Yeah.
He doesn't mean for it to be scary.
And so because he feels like you don't want to play a board game with him, that's when the torture starts.
Exactly.
Trivial Pursuit.
Because you hurt his feelings, so now he's going to hurt your body.
When really, all you have to do to escape Jigsaw is just say, yeah, I'd love to play one.
Would you like to play Uno?
That should be one. As he just plays.
Would you like to play 1 versus 100?
What's that?
What?
It's a TV show.
Yeah.
It's just a TV show.
But it was on Xbox for a while. Also,
1 versus 100?
Early Xbox 360
Is that like
days.
the 1 horse-sized duck versus 100 duck-sized horses thing?
No.
What is it?
1 versus 100, when it first came out, it was originally hosted by Bob Saget.
Really?
Okay.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Bob Saget was the host.
So it was a TV show?
Yeah.
It's
a
like
game show?
trivia.
It was a game show. Basically, 100 people were. It was 100 members of the audience versus the one contestant.
Like Lingo with Chuck Woolery?
No, not like Lingo and Chuck Woolery.
Oh.
But that's a great game show as well. I love Lingo.
I don't really know lingo, honestly.
It's a fun game. But what is this 1 versus 100?
Well, pretty much, if I recall right, the one person, like, the 100 and the 1, they're both answering the same question. But as they get them wrong in the audience, you're eliminating people from the audience. So it's 1 versus 100. I think it's practically an endurance.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I guess you see if you can outlast 100 people.
Okay,
like
so they get eliminated when they get a wrong answer, and you try not to get wrong answers.
Yeah, so it's like, are you smarter than 100 fifth graders? Because it is,
I feel like that
the
would
US.
be easier than are you smarter than a 5th grader?
It would be. I think, honestly, it would be.
Dude, yeah, that show is
Yeah,
difficult. Like,
some of those are like deep cuts, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can think about the things you did learn in 5th grade, and like, you only remember a small amount of things, but if you think about all the shit that was covered when you were in 5th grade, that's a lot of shit you didn't take. You may have took 5%.
But it's not just 5th grade, it's all grades underneath that.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, are you smarter than a 5th grader? It's how it all... Like you have categories from 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, and 5th grade.
I remember that now.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff Foxworthy jerks off and tries to distract you, right?
Well, he jerks off with the tears of the contestants that the kids are smarter than them every
I don't
time,
like what
generally.
you're suggesting about Jeff Foxworthy.
Dude, no, Foxworthy was straight.
Well,
he was
nothing.
he was just a rude man on this show.
He's a nice.
Well, looks like you a fucking dumbass. Looks like you ain't smarter than a 5th grader. What the hell's wrong with you?
He probably did. He had cards though. He didn't know the answers either.
Well, you have to think. Every time these people lost in this game, they had to say, I am not smarter than a 5th grader. And Foxworthy, I demand you to say, I am not smarter than a 5th grader because I'm a dumbass.
Or I'm going to mug you right now.
Or I'm going to fucking just stab the hell out of you.
What would have happened, though, if somebody stubbed up like, no, I'm not going to say that,
He would have stabbed
Jeff.
him. I think Jeff would have stabbed him.
Well, I think this blade says otherwise.
Just start stabbing the shit out of him.
I think if you want to keep your stomach, you'd say you're not smarter than a 5th grader because you're a dummy.
I feel like the person just gets up, like, freaked out, turns around, and, like, to leave, and there's just 5 kids, like, standing there with knives looking at him. They all start stabbing him, and Jeff Foxworthy's just laughing while his children of the corn stab this contestant.
Yeah, he's like, none of them got stabbed, so they're smarter than you.
Lap it up, my children. Lap up this blood. Drink up.
Just like a cult leader.
We are smarter than them. They're dumber than us. Yeah.
It's Jeff Foxworthy's cult of murder children.
That are smarter than 5th graders.
Yeah.
Or, well, they are 5th graders.
Exactly
it's his cult of 5th graders.
Yeah.
He's brainwashed all these children into thinking they're superior to adults because they've only been exposed to dumbass adults on his show.
Oh my God, yeah.
Well, there's more dumbass adults than not dumbass adults.
You know that ends in a mass suicide, right? Because he's like, you don't want to be an adult. Being an adult means you're dumb. You have to stay 5th grade forever and ever.
I'm actually 9 years old in this body. I just drink the blood of dumbasses to keep myself vibrant and old looking, to pass off my genes on to the younger children.
I don't know if you should pass your genes to the children.
Yeah.
Well, who else is going to wear them? Jeff Foxworthy ain't going to be around forever.
Jeff is forever.
You might be a redneck. He's that dude, you don't.
You look like a redneck.
Who do you?
I look like a redneck. Okay.
Who's your
Fucking
guys'
redneck.
favorite out of that like blue collar crew?
Oh, fuck.
Like you got Jeff Foxworthy, Bill Engvall, Larry the Cable Guy, and Ron White.
Between Bill and Ron for me, but it'd be a hard.
Yeah, I love Bill Engvall.
Bill and Jeff, between those two. Larry I can wipe my ass with.
We got the Manbeast snores already, man. I feel like the people out there will probably be able to hear it.
He lives.
It's okay. Just the fact that he is snoring just means the Centaurs aren't roaming around.
Yeah.
Their caution is down.
Yeah.
Because their master is asleep.
Yeah.
You think it would be the exact opposite. Their guard would be up to guard him, but really it's like, no.
He doesn't need it.
If he feels comfortable enough to rest, they can rest.
Yes. Their energy is inherently connected to his.
Yeah, because they know really at the end of the day, he doesn't need the Centaurs to resolve his issues.
Yeah.
That the Manbeast can just destroy everything himself. There's really no need for the Centaurs to be involved whenever he's coming up the pike, stomping, ready to take over.
Yeah, that's true.
There's nothing you can really do to stop him once he begins.
Not a damn thing.
No.
It's like the Spanish Inquisition all over, except it's non-discriminatory. It's just all over the place.
I don't know near enough about the Spanish Inquisition to.
And it's one man.
Yeah.
And he don't give a shit about religion. He just wants to kill.
I just know Cortez. Cortez is the only name that comes to mind about the Spanish Inquisition.
I don't know about Cortez, but I just know that the beast is not angered right now.
That's just more like shit that like you just learn in school and like or Discovery Channel and like history in general is just used for game shows in my opinion.
Yeah. There's just so much other shit even that happened though that you don't get taught.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, but it's really, I mean, it's fairly useless. I mean, you could put up the argument, I guess, that like, you have to learn history so it don't repeat itself, or to be thankful for where we are or whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't know.
Seems like you don't gain anything from it like the way you do in some of the sciences or something like that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you don't. What do you get for knowing it?
Yeah.
That something happened.
That's it. It's not like a process. Like science, there's like, I mean, I'm sure there's a million reasons why history is valuable, but I'm just taking this position just for the sake of it right now.
I think it's valuable from like a story standpoint. Like there's a lot of stories that you can tell with history, and that's how I try to consume stuff like that now. Like, who's the guy, the Dan Carlin guy? Mm-hmm. His podcast is fun.
Yeah. I mean, I love history. It's probably one of the most entertaining of like school subjects, you know.
History is about the most useless, but it's also the most, for me, it's like the most personally satisfying to have. I love history, U.S. history especially.
In school, I didn't find it interesting at all, but I kind of find parts of it interesting now. Yeah. I guess because you can read about parts that interest you and not just whatever.
Yeah. Well, to me, the parts of, I mean, I guess this wouldn't even be considered history, but like, you know, early like Earth history or something. Then most, I guess you would usually classify that as like science, you know.
I guess.
But it's still history. Ultimately, everything's history, I guess. If you
so like anthropology, is that?
Yeah.
I guess is what.
Everything in past tense technically is history.
Your history.
Well, everything behind us is history. As the words fall out of my mouth, they become history. They're just not documented. Like that, technically, it is. Hello, listeners and viewers of the braincake.
Yeah,
it's all happening now. There is no before.
The future is watching history now.
The future is.
God, that's a hell of a statement to swallow. The future is watching history now.
I've seen you swallow a lot, though.
Do time travelers swallow a lot?
You swallow a lot.
Nah, I mean, I don't. Foxworthy's children apparently swallow a lot of blood.
A lot of blood.
A hell of a lot of blood.
Yeah, pretty much on a daily basis.
Foxworthy actually taught those children how to rewrite history and forge all historical texts.
They're way smarter than 5th graders.
So what happens? You know, like how? I mean, we've never seen this take place on the show. So, do they just eat the losers, or like they eat the winners too? I mean, you know, is there any rule of law? Is it just madness?
No, if you're smarter than a 5th grader, if you win the game, I mean, you live. You're smarter than a 5th grader. They have no reason to dispose of you.
Yeah.
You can live in their advanced society of people that have a basic education above a 5th grade level.
That's what they're doing, is building a utopia.
Now they're building a utopia for a genius society of an IQ above 90.
That's how so much darkness happens, isn't it? Is the thought of a utopia.
Yeah.
Like if you sell that idea, you can create some dark shit.
Hell yeah, you can. That's how we bottle it up and expose it to a dystopia.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of the movie Dinotopia?
No.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
It's like a 15-hour film, really. I think.
Well, no, that is not
I'm
familiar.
just kidding. It's not 15. It's like 9 hours. But
Wait, well, that's not much of an improvement.
I think it came on 3 DVDs.
I was thinking it was
When I
going
saw
to be
it.
like
Okay.
a VHS tape.
It might have
set.
been three
It's
or four
like a
VHS
Green
tapes.
Mile.
I can't remember.
For
But it
those
was
of you-
multiple. It was multiple of whichever medium it was in. I want to say it was DVDs. But it had these weird like biblical. It was like a biblical allegory type situation where like the dinosaurs had to save their god and like people had stopped following their god, but it was like a Christian. It was a Christian film. It was really what it was.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Like propaganda more or less.
Christian propaganda.
But it was fun. It was a fun movie.
Fun
And they end up
religious
having
propaganda.
they have to save their world because people strayed from the light.
The
And-
dinosaurs?
Yeah, and there's people there too. There's some people that get there somehow, but the society is dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You could really argue that the light strayed towards them, when they all looked up and the meteor
I
smushed.
suppose it did. I suppose it did.
Now I know this is, and not a unique perspective I'm sharing here really, but it just really hit me the other day because I was watching just on YouTube this channel that was about like what I was talking about earlier, like early Earth and dinosaurs and all these creatures. Like early mammals or like the dinosaurs where their necks were as long as their bodies and just weird creatures from those time periods. And it just made me think like, how is it that people really pretend this doesn't exist? How is it, like, it's so fucking factual. Like, the same things that created your phone, the same things that created your refrigerator, like, sciences and people putting in all this work to figure the world out and to advance things. Like...
And suboxone.
Yeah. Yeah. But
that was created.
You believe all these other things, but you don't believe in dinosaurs.
That is a weird.
Like, there's literal evidence.
There's literal fossilized fucking remains.
And I mean, maybe anybody else out there wouldn't understand how.
The anthropologists make everything up.
Like
It's just another sect. It's just another sect of scientific bullshit.
They either make it up or they somehow existed.
They just make it. They just make stuff up. That's what they do.
But they have the fucking bones. So many bones.
With their books. Have you ever seen it?
Okay,
and
now
fecal
look.
matter and fucking all the evidence you would need.
You could find any poop and be like, oh yeah, this is Brachiosaurus poop right here.
Now look, man.
I don't know, but I also don't know how the fucking atomic bomb is made. You
don't.
Now look, dude. If they were around, we were around with them.
Yeah,
and we
right.
rode them to work.
Yeah,
just like
they existed with us, man. We were cool with dinosaurs.
We used to be bigger. We used to be bigger.
Yeah,
what it was.
We were cool with them. We were actually giants.
We rode them. We rode them.
Yeah, we rode them in the battle.
Isn't that what they have at the Noah's Ark thing in Kentucky?
No.
Really
it's not
do.
Noah's Ark. It's not Noah's Ark, but it is in Kentucky. It's,
Creationist Museum?
Yes, that's it. It's the Creationist Museum.
Yeah.
I forget where that's at, but yes, the
They
Creationist Museum, if you want to look it up, they do have saddles on their dinosaur displays. because we're the Flintstones, man.
Because they are at least, willing to give like, yes, all right, dinosaurs are real. We can't argue that anymore. They'll think we're ridiculous. But
yeah, we were taming them. They were.
We were around at that time.
We domesticated fucking velociraptors a long time ago.
I feel like some dinosaurs might be able to be domesticated though, right?
I mean,
think so?
awesome.
Some of them.
Possibly.
If you were to introduce humans into their
like any other animal, eventually.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like a handful of them would be able to be
like, could you domesticate a Komodo dragon? Or an alligator?
Some of the smaller ones.
Are their brains even evolved to that point to where they could be domesticated?
You domesticate birds, so
and
a lot of them are similar to birds, right?
Well, humans were domesticating dogs probably by that point, maybe.
Well, humans weren't even around for a long time.
Yeah.
Or at least, what you would consider modern man. But
modern man.
But I mean,
you're a modern man.
But
digital and smoke free.
Maybe people who don't live in the Bible Belt like we do can't understand why I would even make that point. But like, I have legitimately been around people. I argued against somebody in my class one time who told me that dinosaurs weren't real. And that's not the only fucking person that thinks that way.
No, there's quite a few people. I mean, there's a decent percentage out there that doesn't believe evolution is a thing.
But how fascinating!
I met a grown human not long ago that thought that still. Yeah,
100%.
He didn't wear deodorant.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
His own smell got to his head, and
he said he didn't smell, and he was like, nobody ever says anything. I was like, that's because people are being polite.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I don't smell like shit. Yeah. I ain't rolled around in the sewer.
That's not because you don't stink. That's because people are.
Why is it that the guys who have the smelly armpits are always the ones who want to put their arm around you the most?
Why is it the people that stink the most are the ones that are the least aware?
Because they don't think about it. Well, I mean, if you let
that actually makes sense.
Get to that point.
That correlation.
You don't give a shit.
I think maybe the lack of awareness is what creates the smell.
It could be. Or they just may not be able to smell anything.
Yeah.
Or they're just assholes and they're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm a dirty fuck.
Well,
that's your problem if you want to hang out with me.
It's kind of like the thing. It's kind of like the thing. You are what you eat. But I guess in this case, you smell what you are.
You have to accept me. You can't control my body.
You smell like an asshole. Act like an asshole. Talks like a duck. Walks like a duck. It's an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't control me, dude.
Yeah, you're being I don't know what the word centist. What would you call it if you were being
feminism?
Feminism.
Like,
we don't used to how a woman smells. That's how we smell.
Yeah, we don't have to wear deodorant. Smell our feminine underarms.
I don't smell anybody's.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah,
you're a centrist.
Yeah. I guess where I was coming from with that is thinking of like the shaving the underarms, isn't that like a feminist thing? Is like they say.
Which I mean, it's whatever, but I just don't like body hair in general on anyone, like myself included.
Yeah,
I shaved my armpits not too long ago.
I mean, shit.
It's a bummer.
And let me tell you something. That's the first time I'd ever done it since I'd hit puberty, and I will say, it was relieving.
What about when it started to grow back out?
It's not really grown back out.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah. I mean, like, not to what it was.
Shit.
Like, I guess been months ago. It's just been kind of normal.
Yeah.
But it only takes like a few seconds. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, that would be easy to shave your underarms. Tell us how you feel, folks. Shave your underarms. Tell us how you feel, man.
Yeah, man.
It's not bad. I mean, I have done it before.
And you alphas out there, let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with it. Quit being gay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is inherently gay to shave your armpits.
Be more gay.
But
no, I'm just saying that would really hurt alphas' feelings to throw that word at them.
Yeah, the last time I shaved my armpits, I was
the ones going, what?
I was blowing a dude by the end of the day.
Do what?
The last time I shaved my pits, I was blowing a dude by the end of the day.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it
slippery slope.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it starts.
That's how you end up on a slippery slope.
Yeah, slippery slope of semen.
Don't let anybody do that.
Yeah.
A slippery pole covered in cum.
Don't let your friends shave their armpits.
Unless you want them to suck your dick.
Yeah.
And
then in that case, absolutely. Catch them asleep and shave their armpits if you want them to.
Yeah, give them a Brazilian wax, man. Yeah. You can just straight up.
I'm not Brazilian, so I couldn't give them a Brazilian wax.
You can give them a Kentucky wax.
Yeah.
All right, lay down.
That sounds like a different
Lay
thing.
down, you fucker.
That sounds like a different thing.
Whoops, dropped my crystal meth on your back.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're going to mix it in because we're going to lather your back up with some moonshine.
It'd be like the hot stones, but it's meth rocks.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna set fire to this moonshine. This is homebrew, so it's actually gonna catch fire on your back. And this is like what the fuck's that shit called? Acupuncture. This is like acupuncture, but like in hell.
What's that stuff like aromatherapy? They just have like moonshine opened up in there. Like you walk into the massage room, they open up the moonshine.
It's like their essential oils.
Yeah,
they have just nothing but alcohol varieties as their essential oils.
Yeah,
moonshine, whiskey, rum, tequila, mezcal, vodka, beer, IPA. Who knows? Just
choose
fucking
your
random. Yeah, choose your scent. Bourbon.
If these were like rednecks, they wouldn't have all that. They would just have like shitty, cheap bourbon.
Yeah. Bullets.
They'd have like some Heaven Hill.
Yeah, that would be great replacement for the hot stones. They just fire a pistol above your back and let the hot fucking bullets land on your back.
Yeah.
Actually, does that even work like that?
The casing, the one that they eject their hot.
All right,
I'm sure they would be smoking.
Yeah, smoking. Fucking Lois from Family Guy. I don't know why she.
I was thinking about Jim Carrey in The Mask.
That's what I was thinking about. Was Jim Carrey in The Mask.
Smoking.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she said it, because I never know. Sometimes I've found like what Family Guy was referencing like just recently in my life. You know what I mean? There's some things that stick in my head from Family Guy that I don't quite know what they're referencing, but like I'll finally find it out years later.
There's
a lot of references I just straight up don't get in Family Guy.
Yeah.
There's like a small percentage of them I don't get. For the most part, I kind of get what they're going for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Family Guy has been on for a long time.
Since 99, right?
Yeah.
So that'd be 21 years. I don't know if they're
That's
still.
insane.
Are they still? Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Are they still releasing new episodes?
I'm pretty sure.
I feel like they are as well, but I've not kept up with it in years.
No, and I was a huge. Like, that's my thing. If any TV show is my TV show, it's Family Guy.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I fell asleep to it for years. I had all the DVDs. I watched it way younger than I should have.
I feel like that was Chappelle's show. I feel like I started watching it younger than I should have.
Beavis and Butthead was like that for me.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah. Well, the animated cartoons. I mean, it is like it's a weird...
Shit, Ren and Stimpy.
Combination, because you want to watch it obviously because it's a cartoon and your kid brain can't really comprehend the fact that a cartoon can be bad.
What all of it is. Yeah, it has to. It's for kids. Yeah. Even some adults at the time. And now people are more hip to it, I guess.
Yeah. But look, I can say looking back on it, like Beavis and Butthead whenever I was a child, I consciously knew that I shouldn't be doing it.
Oh yeah,
I knew I shouldn't be watching it.
What about like Celebrity Deathmatch? Because I knew it was.
Yes.
Oh yes, I love
remember
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Man, probably one of my earliest memories is like seeing Celebrity Deathmatch on when I was like 4 or 5, and my parents had left to go to like a NASCAR race like hours away, and my aunt was babysitting, and like I remember seeing it on TV.
And like, how of all the things that get rebooted, how is that not one of them?
I know, right?
I felt like it did get a small reboot.
Did it?
It did.
Maybe.
I certainly feel like it did for a short time.
Did you ever play the game?
Yes, for the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had Dennis Rodman on there, I remember, right?
He's a monster.
Yeah, and who else was on that game? What's that woman? Pink. She was like had big boobies and has like the beauty mark. Like, fuck.
Oh,
I thought you were saying Pink.
That's what I thought. I thought you were talking about Pink.
No.
Kind of like Gwen Stefani or something.
No.
Madonna.
I think she's dead actually.
Well, hell, I don't know.
Monroe?
No.
One of my earliest.
The woman. Is it? It wouldn't be Amy Winehouse. It was. I feel like it was too long ago to be her.
I don't know. I remember, like, my earliest memory of Celebrity Deathmatch, I can remember seeing, like, fucking
Elizabeth
Mike
Taylor?
Tyson throw
Anna Nicole Smith.
Okay.
She was on there.
I can remember Mike Tyson throwing fucking Evander Holyfield off a rooftop and him landing on the car, like in the middle of the street. Mick Foley was on there a few times. So was Stone Cold and few other of those folks back in the day.
The announcers were a lot of fun on the show. Yeah.
MTV, man, there was a while that they seemed like they had a grip on what they were doing.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know. I mean, like, you had the boom of MTV in the mid-'80s. Yeah. Like, from the mid-'80s, basically 1986, 87-ish, until 2003, R.I.P.
Like the 1,000 different reality shows they did that was like all revolved around picking a date, pretty much.
Picking a date, getting like room raiders,
and not even real. They were so fucking clearly fake.
Like room raiders.
Still, they appeal to the fucking monkey part of your brain that's entertained by that shit.
And it was there was some super weird ones, like the
Your Mama.
I can't remember what the one where
Your Mama.
The one where like the parents set their kid up on a date with 3 different people, and then the current like boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, sat there with the parents and watched the dates.
Yep.
I don't.
Do you remember
recall
that
this
one?
Yes, 100%.
Do tell.
They would even have like guys or girls come into the room, and the mom and dad would like pick from like a pool.
They said which ones. At the end when they rated them, the parents said which one they liked. I think it was ultimately the person's choice, but the parents were like, "We like this one and this one." It was super weird.
That's like
and
suggested
creepy,
selective breeding.
It was pretty damn creepy.
That's select from a pool of
and
humans.
Sometimes they would even like kiss the person they were on a date with.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Their like significant others watching.
Parental control.
There you go.
Yes.
I remember that name now that you say.
Parental control.
I never saw it.
And then there was Next. Wasn't that one of them?
Next. God.
What is Next?
Like, they had like 5 or 6 dudes or girls like on a bus.
Like ready to run train?
Yeah. And they would go up to be potential dates, and like they would do weird dates though. Like, okay, if you want to be with me, you have to prove that you can go through this obstacle course or some bullshit like that.
That's
you know
normal.
what I mean?
You've never done that on a
You have
first
to
date?
suck a gerbil through a tube from my ass about 500 yards away if you want to be my man.
Yeah.
Your dates don't put you through trials like your Hercules?
Sure.
Yeah, how did those people get that special treatment of like having the opportunity to have their fucking potential mates go through their trials?
I don't know, man. Like, do you all remember the Room Raiders?
No.
Raiders.
What was that?
Okay, you remember it.
Yeah.
Well, it follows that same concept. God, dude, MTV was on a roll with this shit, weren't they?
Yeah.
Some of them are interesting concepts, but some of them are just weird.
Room Raiders
and
was
creepy.
strange, but it was an interesting concept. It was like probably one of the more interesting ones, but it was still like fucking really though. You take the concept of 3 people, they set it up like they're kidnapping the motherfuckers. They bang on their door and they open. It's like, throw them in a van. Like, okay, like you ain't gotta be rough about it. Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm watching like abduction porn or some shit.
What did they do? Why?
They would throw the 3 contestants or the 3 potential dates in the back of the van, and what's back there is monitors. So they're gonna, the person that's going that they could potentially be dating is getting the opportunity, hasn't met any of the contestants, but he's going to their houses, and he gets to go through their bedroom and look through their stuff, and he picks his date based off their bedroom. Like the stuff in their house, picking it based off that without knowing what they look like, what they sound like, anything about them, just off their house.
Yeah.
There's got to be one though. Like of all these shows they've done, and of all the people that have met that way, there's got to be one person, or like one couple that met that way and are together or had a lasting relationship.
That's what I've never.
It has to be one, right? If they did a bunch of these episodes, at least one. Imagine that's how you met. Oh, we were on this MTV show. It was super fucking humiliating, but that's how we met.
Yeah.
I wish Flavor Flav would have just found love, man. He could have found. That was VH1, wasn't it? That wasn't MTV. That was VH1.
He was looking for ass and titties. He wasn't looking for love. He found that.
Yeah.
Well,
he was so bold,
certainly
too.
did.
Like, he would say any crazy shit. Like,
come on, man!
I thought he mostly just said Flavor Flav. That was mostly all he said.
Like, I'm gonna call you Corn Tooth. Like, I'm gonna call. I like you. I'm gonna call you Corn Tooth or some shit.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just a wacky little man with a fucking giant
corn teeth
clock around him. Like what?
And a Viking helmet.
Yeah. Why? Flavor Flav. Why?
Well, him and Blaze, your dead homie, could start a group together.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Call him
Blaze stole
TikTok.
that shit.
Call him a flavorful clock. It'd be good for him.
There was
Except one's dead and the other one
that
isn't.
was on VH1, right? Not MTV.
Yeah, that was VH1.
Yeah. So, but what was that show that I think was on VH1? It may have been on MTV.
That I think was on VH1.
It's like it was like they would go on dates and it'd be like awkward moments and it'd have like flashes of text pop up to like talk shit and be like, that was awkward, or
that reeks of VH1.
Yeah,
like that reeks of it.
I'm pretty sure that
I recall what you're talking about. I can't think of it to save my life.
Yeah,
it was like one of those smaller nostalgic type of shows, and that there were so many of them.
Yeah,
so many.
The way you said that made me think of like the pop-up video that.
Yeah, we talked about that on a previous episode, I think.
Yeah, we did a long time ago, but yeah, we talked about pop-up video.
You remember
that was a VH1 as well.
Candy Camera?
Candy Camera?
Or Candid Camera?
Candid Camera, yeah.
You're on Candid Camera.
I remember
that was like 90s, though.
Yeah.
That makes me think of like Punked.
It didn't make me, Punked is a good one.
Yeah.
That was another MTV show. But there was, what was that dating show, dude? I can't remember what it was like. Cheaters. Yes, Cheaters.
I like that you call it a dating show. I guess it is.
It was.
It's the opposite of a dating show.
That motherfucker got stabbed on a boat.
Yeah.
Got stabbed on a
New
boat.
Jack, or like, who were they dating?
No.
The host.
The host got, I don't know, he got shanked by some dude on a boat and he just flops off the boat. No, it wasn't New Jack, but I would have believed that. New Jack don't hurt us.
Sorry. No, I like you, New Jack.
I would love you, New Jack. You would.
I would never try and do anything to you, New Jack.
No, Jesus Christ, no. So sorry. We're so sorry. We submit immediately. I submit.
We obey.
Don't stab me 9 times or 14 times, please.
And please don't count them.
Yeah.
Don't count your stabs. I don't deserve that kind of fate.
Have you seen the thing of, I don't even know if it's real or not, but whichever one of the Paul brothers, the YouTuber
Jake
guys.
Paul or
yes, I saw that.
Is that real? Did New Jack really say I'll kill this mother? I mean, it sounds like New Jack.
Yeah, New Jack. Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, he tweeted it out. I guess that he wanted to be in a wrestling match. I don't know if it's Jake or Logan.
Yeah,
New Jack said I'll kill this motherfucker.
Yeah, he tweeted him. He said I'll kill this motherfucker.
I think he'll just kill anybody.
He really will though.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Jack wouldn't hesitate. I don't think he was just.
You know what?
I want it to happen though. I want him to.
I want it to happen. I would fund money for it.
What needs to happen, and this is the thing, the Paul brothers would be down for it because they're down for any money making scheme. We just gotta have them have a fight to the death.
2-on-1 with New Jack.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
New Jack will end them
He'd
both.
kill both of them.
Yeah.
Those boys.
He will end them forever.
He would carry a knife for each, and he would kill both of them.
He'd stab them both at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he'd just be so precise and just get them both in the gut so deep so fast that they never saw it coming.
I would pay full pay-per-view price to see just that match. Just Jake Paul.
What the fuck else is on that card? What could even compare?
That's all you need on the card.
Yeah.
No,
After
you have a stand-up comic open, and then you have
Mick Foley. You have Mick Foley do his
let Mick Foley do it.
And then after it's a K-pop band, and that's how they close the show.
Yes, 100%. What's that K-pop band that all the youth love?
I don't know any of them.
That's beyond me.
All I know is I see posters of them at Walmart, and I see T-shirts of them, and I don't know. I shouldn't have even brought it up because I don't know shit about it.
Well, I brought it up. I guess I said K-pop, but I don't know nothing
apparently
about
K-pop is more accepted now. It's not just like a dweeb, or not a fucking dweeb. Oh, it's not a weeb thing. It's not like a
It's not like a super niche.
It's not like a weeaboo, like nerdy thing as much.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anything like that becomes popular and is pop, it's bound to be Americanized eventually.
Yeah, eventually some people are going to enjoy it.
They want a piece of that pie.
The Western culture is easily influenced by the East. And
Yeah,
vice
everything
versa.
just mixes, but that's not bad. It's not a
No.
bad thing.
Well, it's like hopefully gonna eventually create a better, more connected world. Like, there's this thing I seen that was pretty interesting. It was saying, like, in the future, as more, international travel is possible, and that eventually, like, will start to mix races more, and, like, kind of the general person will look much different than now, because there'll be more, like, mixed race.
Yeah, it's
couples,
more mixed relationships.
Yeah.
I mean, when that travel gets cheaper, I think is what would facilitate something.
And as people get more accepting, hopefully, as well of each other.
I mean, as generations go on, like it's just going to increase more and more.
Like, that's the trend, right? I mean, even if it does dip sometimes, it's always trending.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to 300 years ago, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
slower than I would like it to be.
You can say a lot of shit about this time period we're in and a lot of the stupidity, but the facts are crime is much less, racism is much less. All the bad things that we've done to each other throughout, it's less now. Overall.
I mean, people don't want to see that though, because that would upset the narrative.
Yeah, life used to be significantly harder than it is now.
Yeah.
Even like not even like 100 years ago, but like 1,000 years ago, life was probably horrendous
Savage.
for a lot of people.
Fucking dude, Native Americans would scalp you alive. They would fucking cut your head, skin off, and fucking rip it.
That's a power move, though. I mean, you're still alive. Could you imagine how hard you'd scream if someone was doing that?
God damn. Scream like hell. People would fucking solve problems by standing in the streets and shooting at each other.
Let's go
with a draw.
Could you imagine war back then? Like, war is horrible anyway, period.
Yeah.
It's always horrible.
Yeah.
But shooting somebody is a lot different than stabbing somebody with a sword or like bashing their
guerrilla
skull
warfare
with a big hammer. Or like, gouging their eyes out. That's all you got left.
Hand-to-hand combat.
That's true. That's true gladiatorial shit right there.
Terrifying.
Oh my God.
What if we just still went to war that way?
Fuck.
It'd be outright survival of the fittest at that point, man.
Yeah.
Training would be everything.
Yeah. Oh my God. Some of the...
Just unarmed combat, and that's the only way war is fought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All's fair.
Oh my God, what, unarmed combat, just let everybody...
They have another Geneva Convention and they just agree, listen, we'll fuck each other up all day long, but only unarmed combat.
Yeah, and you can submit, that's an option. Like, make the other team tap.
And
they might still kill you.
Yeah.
And the only war crimes on the battlefield outside of civilian casualties just involved between the two armies would be just... no eye gouging and no ball punching. You gotta keep it
eye gouging.
Let's get it on. Keep it clean. Let's get it on.
Who's regulating it though? Who's
tens
Switzerland?
of thousands.
It's Switzerland that has to do that.
Tens of thousands of soldiers all run towards each other with just bare fists.
Yeah.
Imagine how fucking balls to the wall it would be.
I'm sure at least a good 200 would get trampled to death within the first 5 minutes.
I mean, if you think about that type of warfare, like, you just... If you're on the front lines, you just have to assume you're fucking dead, right? Like, because
you're more. I don't know. I don't know what the statistics are, but I would feel like you're more likely to die than not.
Yeah. Well, if you got
safe bet.
Let's just say you got 6 rows of guys here, and you got 6 rows of guys here. What's the chance that the guys in the first row are gonna make it all the way to killing the 6th row of the other team?
Yeah, especially with like when they would do the phalanx, or I don't know, when they would just have the huge fucking poles.
Yeah.
And it's like the first 3 rows are just you're done, you're dead.
Yeah.
So like, how do those guys feel when their captain or whatever is like, hey Donnie, we got you for. We think you'd be a great fit to be in the second row, and you're just like, I'd really rather not.
I just hurt my leg this morning.
Yeah, they're like, actually, that's perfect.
Ah, fuck.
You'd be a great second piece of meat on the shish kebab.
Yeah.
That Lancet shish kebab.
But you'd have to feel like, man, you're basically just sacrificing me is what you're doing.
No, I don't know.
Like the Aztecs.
I don't know.
The Mayans.
Maybe I'm dumb, but before like trench warfare, wasn't it just standing in rows and shooting muskets at each other?
I think that was like one form, and then like guerrilla warfare just kind of fucked that up for all of them. But definitely guerrilla warfare was being practiced before then. I think that's just like an agreed upon. They were like, we're going to do this, and war is a big strategy, and these lives don't really matter. They're just pieces. They're
just kind of in the way.
It's like human chess, and nobody's actually dying that we care about.
Yeah.
This is just pieces. We can get new pieces.
I mean, to be fair, I do feel, I mean, if it comes down to it, I would rather have that than standing in front of each other shooting muskets. Because even though that's more respectful, I feel like
it feels stupid.
It feels stupid, and it feels like the odds are a little too even.
Well, I think then it comes down to like the strategy of like the positioning of maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe that was part of it. Is they just stood across and they're like, hey,
help you. We got good muskets.
Yeah. Then it comes down to that, I guess.
Yeah.
Take care of your gun.
Take care of your gun like a cowboy takes care of his in the fucking Western saloon or some shit too. I mean, like, how respectful is that? Yeah. They walk 10 paces away from each other. Well, if one guy decides he wants to walk one more, pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's true respect right there. It's like, I'll let you I'll let you turn around first. I'll take one extra step.
I'll just let you shoot me first, and then I'll shoot you back.
See if you can shoot me in the head.
You know, I said that, a duel, like a Cowboy Wild West duel, let's take it out back and see who can shoot the other one the quickest, was a savage way of doing things. But, there is some respect there. Instead of just pulling your gun out and shooting the motherfucker, at least you're like,
I'll give you a chance.
Let's make this a competition.
Some kind of honor.
See if you're faster than me. Let's see who's faster.
Yeah.
What a big, talk about rolling the dice though. What a big risk to take. You don't know this person.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
and also, man, how many cheaters were there in duels?
Well, I mean, I guess that's why you have somebody watching.
Yeah.
Well, they exile them out of town
anyway. They're going to shoot you after.
I don't know if they would do that, but it seemed like that would be a response if they would have that time period.
Unless nobody really liked the guy, and then
they were like, actually, we were going to shoot him. If you missed, we were going to kill this guy.
Actually, we had it plotted out like months ago, but I'm glad you came along.
Actually, we engineered the whole thing for you to want to kill him. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But in the rules of a duel, I mean, none of us can really fire a gun that well, and the sheriffs can't participate. So just the fact that you came along and tried to wave your dick around at the bully of this here town, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
You blew his fucking head away.
Even though you did it before, we said shoot. Like we it's okay. We wanted him dead.
Now he's off having shootouts in hell.
I think I read though that a lot of the times they didn't actually shoot each other.
Really?
Like it was very rare for a shootout to like a duel to actually end in a death.
Like, so what was the case? Like, they just seen who could
draw the fastest.
Pull fast, yeah.
I can't remember what vice president it was that we had, like, way early in the United States. Yeah. But he had participated in a duel, and...
Obama, yeah.
yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah, and...
he ended up taking out 10 cowboys.
The streets of Kenya. Where he was originally, isn't that where did
Kenya was where they had said?
I think it was Scandinavia.
Why didn't they do something weird like like an Asian country? Like he's from Japan.
He's straight from Thailand.
Man, he came out of Guam.
Well, he'd been American then.
Well, never mind. Fuck. I ran out of places. Throw Argentina in there, shit.
I heard George Bush was in a spaghetti throwing duel.
That makes sense to me.
And he choked on the spaghetti noodle. Like he choked on a pretzel.
Yeah, he did?
Yeah, that's a real thing. When he was in office, dude, he choked on a fucking pretzel. Like legit choked on a pretzel, like he thought he was gonna die choke on a pretzel.
Well, it's easy to say George Bush is dumb and he's fun. It's funny, dumb man got choked on a pretzel.
I got choked on some cornbread.
Get this out of my neck. I can't breathe.
That was not George Bush.
Dude, I've never tried George. I never tried Georgie.
Put food on your families.
I put food on your family. No, that's not him either. Fuck it.
Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
All right, Bill.
We'll do it live.
Have you dropped your testicles yet?
Yeah, have you seen that, James?
I don't know.
It's an old Bill O'Reilly interview with the Insane Clown Posse, as Keegan was politely stating.
I might have seen a clip of it, but I'm not sure.
The whole purpose of the interview is Bill O'Reilly talking to ICP about how they, interact with their young fan base and the influence they have on them, and he was like, and you told the young man, have your testicles dropped yet?
Then it pans to the actual clip, and he just looks at the key and says, have your nuts dropped yet?
Yeah. But his response, I think, was valid in saying, like, what kid of that age, 13, 14, don't know what that means. What 10, 11, 12-year-old boy doesn't know what a pair of balls are? Yeah.
You know what they are pretty soon because your friends kick you in them.
Yeah.
And if you hadn't found them by then, I just don't know what to say for you by that point. If your friends have started kicking you in the balls and you didn't realize you had them until then, and they've been dangling kind of like your entire lifetime at this point,
You just never examined your body.
You just never really examined your body at all. Do you not own a mirror?
You have no self-awareness.
I can't see past right here, and I don't know that anything.
I'm just a head, actually. I'm just a head.
That's what the Mormons teach you.
It's like playing Skyrim or Oblivion. It's just your hands. That's all you got.
When you look down
that's all you got.
Yeah, you look straight down and it's still just your hands. There's nobody to see.
Where are my feet?
First person shooter style.
I'm just floating, man. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Come on. Someone help me. I'm just a head and some hands. God damn.
You're all ass.
I am not all ass. I wish I was some ass.
You're an ass.
I am not an ass, and I'm offended by that. The audience, however, they probably agree with your sentiment.
They most likely do.
And it makes them fucking just as grotesque.
Yeah.
There's my first shot at them in a long time. Hey, take that, y'all.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
It's
yeah,
fine.
Damn right it's
You
fair
guys are
enough.
fine. Fuck.
No, they're not.
That's fine.
You know what, guys?
damn
Don't
it.
listen to him. He's fucking...
You absolutely listen to me. I'm the senior statesman here.
Ah, yeah.
He hasn't
Senior,
taken his meds today.
senior fucking douchebag statesman. That's what he is.
Look, I'm the oldest, so therefore I'm the smartest.
That's how it works, right?
I'm the best.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right?
That's how it worked for me. I'm the best, so therefore I'm the oldest. I'm like wine. And the beast is fine. The Manbeast. Slumbering. So
Fast
soundly.
asleep.
Fast asleep. He's been lulled and the Centaur still slumbering. What do you say? What do you think? You think this is a cake well baked?
Yeah.
You think it's wrapped up and ready to be put on the shelves for people to...
I'm well baked.
Consume.
Are you well baked?
Well done.
That's
How
good.
you guys like your steaks?
Medium rare.
Okay.
Medium.
Same. Medium rare.
Medium.
I'm growing on it. I was raised in a well done family. Both my parents always got their steaks well done. I did see. God damn it! I knew it was controversial.
I
Jimmy
think you still have a
left.
chance. I think you still have a chance.
I'm trying,
Fucking
man.
garbage.
I'm working my way down.
It's fucking garbage, dude.
I'll figure it out, man. I'm sorry.
Bullshit!
I'm sorry. Would
You don't have
just
to be so
please-
aggressive. You
Please
should leave.
don't leave.
I'm
should leave.
taking my shit and leaving.
Man,
dude. Fuck off.
listen, I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
He's really leaving.
He's really gone.
I'm out of this piece.
Well, guys, I'm sorry, guys. If you guys know any ways I can enjoy
He's gone.
a steak that's not well done, leave it in the comments below if you like this video. And please don't let me not liking well done steak stop you. I mean, wait, I do like well done steak, but I'm trying to not. And I'm trying to do it for you guys. I'm trying to get better. So, I'll see you guys next time.
Next time.
Goodbye.
Fuck well done.